Psychological Tactics in Sales. The secret to making customers willingly open their wallets without feeling persuaded. Introduction. Imagine two salespeople are selling the same product, the same price, the same quality. Both are in the same store. The first salesperson talks for 30 minutes. The customer smiles and leaves. The second salesperson asks only a few questions, listens, smiles, and 5 minutes later, the customer willingly pays. What makes the difference? Is it eloquence? Is it luck? Or is it a secret trick? Brian Tracy spent decades researching consumer psychology and discovered a surprising truth. Customers rarely buy based on logic. They buy based on emotion. Then they use reason to justify their decision. The moment I understood that, I realized selling has never been a battle of words. It's a journey into the human mind. And today, we'll explore that journey together. Chapter 1. Customers don't buy products. A man walks into a store to buy a drill. Does he really need the drill? No. What he needs is the hole in the wall. And even more, is a place to hang a family photo. The average salesperson will talk about power, speed, engine. The excellent salesperson will talk about the feeling of a home becoming cozier. Brian Tracy emphasizes, customers don't buy products. They buy results. They buy emotions. They buy hope. When you understand that, you're no longer selling a product. You're helping someone solve a problem. Chapter 2. The best salespeople are the ones who know how to listen. There's a paradox in sales. The more you talk, the lower the chance of closing a deal sometimes is. I used to think that to sell, you have to speak really well. Until I read Brian Tracy. He argues that good salespeople aren't speakers. They are people who know how to ask questions. What worries you most? What do you hope to gain after using the product? What's holding you back? Each question is a key, unlocking what the customer truly cares about. Chapter 3. People fear loss more than gain. This is one of the most powerful psychological laws. If I said, you have a chance to earn an extra $1,000,000, you'll be happy. But if I said, you're about to lose $1,000,000, the emotion will be much stronger. People react strongly to the risk of losing what they have. That's why messages like, only today left, limited quantity, offer ending soon, often create motivation to act. But Brian Tracy also reminds us that urgency is only valuable when it's honest. Trust is always more important than an order. Chapter 4. Trust is the most precious money. There's a question every customer silently asks themselves. Can I trust this person? Before they trust the product, they have to trust you, not by promises. Chapter 5. Don't argue, partner. The customer says, the price is too high. The inexperienced salesperson immediately retorts, it's not expensive at all. The argument begins. Brian Tracy suggests a different approach. Acknowledge the customer's feelings. I understand why you think that way. Then analyze the value together. People don't like being proven wrong, but they are willing to change their minds if they feel respected. Chapter 6. Stories sell more than data. You can provide 10 statistics, but sometimes a true story is more persuasive than all of them. Brian Tracy encourages salespeople to use real-life experiences. A customer who had a similar problem found a solution. It changed lives. People remember stories longer than numbers because stories touch emotions, and emotions guide purchasing decisions. Chapter 7. Don't be afraid of rejection. There's one thing every salesperson experiences. That's rejection. Some give up after a few attempts. Some see each rejection as a lesson. Brian Tracy says that the most successful salespeople are not the ones who experience the fewest rejections, but the ones who get back up the fastest after each rejection. They don't see rejection as a denial of their own value. They see it as data, an opportunity to understand the customer better. Chapter 8. Selling is essentially about helping. Reading to the final chapters, I realized Brian Tracy doesn't teach us to manipulate others. He teaches us to create value. If the product is truly good, if it solves a problem, if it makes the customer's life better, then selling isn't about bothering people. It's about service. Good salespeople don't force anyone to buy. They help others make the right decisions. Conclusion, inspirational message. When I close the book, I no longer see selling as a bargaining game. I see it as the art of connecting people with people. Brian Tracy made me understand that Every encounter with a customer is an opportunity, not just to sell a product, but to build a relationship. If you only remember one thing from this book today, then remember this. The most successful salespeople aren't the best speakers. It's about making customers feel heard, respected, and helped. Maybe tomorrow, you'll still get those head shakes. There will still be unanswered calls. There will still be customers refusing. But don't let that make you doubt your value. Keep learning. Keep practicing. Keep putting the customer's interests first. Because every sincere conversation is a brick in building credibility. And credibility is the foundation of all lasting success. Who knows, one day, when you look back on your journey, you'll realize what helps you sell more isn't sophisticated psychological tactics, but understanding people. Because ultimately, people don't buy because you're good at talking. People buy because they believe you genuinely want to help them have a better life. And that is the biggest secret of the art of selling, but by how you behave. Are you punctual? Do you keep your word? Do you dare to point out even the imperfections of the product? Trust is built little by little, but just one broken promise, it can crumble. In sales, reputation is the most profitable asset. Please subscribe to the channel to listen to great books every day. Thank you.